Hello and welcome, my name is Ahiro and this is my Let's Play series of Europa Universalis 4 where we are playing as Great Britain. In the end of the last video I noticed that I had gone up to 999 military power. You can only store 999 power. I don't know for how long we had been there, but I meant I just quickly spent this military technology just so I wouldn't forget. And as you can see we got some new cannons, so let's go into our troop choices and update those cannons. What do we want? Do we want large cast iron cannons or small cast iron cannons? So we can either get one extra fire and shock in the offense or get one extra mortal in the defense. So at least in my mind it's not even a choice. Damage is so much more worth so much more than mortal, at least in my mind. Let's build some of those cannons. And we can also get some more administrative technology. Let's do that. Get some counting houses and so a spy agency maybe. And one of our cardinals got elected, so we are well on our way to knocking down Portugal from the courier. And I think it will be the first time we control that in this game. So that won't be bad. So now we can build counting houses which produce production efficiency. And we can build what was it? Spy agencies, which gives extra defensiveness and spy defense. Okay. And we are getting up there in manpower, which is really nice. We are still earning a fair bit of money, even though we have that 100% penalty on our fourth colony. And we are also paying a bit for our missionaries, and we are upgraded to level 2 advisors. So still having an income of 4 is actually quite nice. It will only improve as we get more colonies, especially down here on the east coast of America. And we have improved relations with Sweden. Are they still in a disputed succession? Yes. So let's see if we can get that royal marriage. So right now, what? They do have a heir. I don't know why they are listed up here then. That's strange. I don't really understand that, but the royal marriage will be nice for when we get this weak heir. For each royal marriage you have, you get an extra 0.1 legitimacy each year. So having royal marriages and cardinals as well as prestige is very important when you have weak claims. So he will come in handy later. And let's make sure that this guy from Suffolk stays our guy. And I think we can build a cannon more here. We're getting together a nice siege army here. We should probably, once we've built that out, maybe look at if we can afford to build out one more. I think we should probably try to get closer to our force limit, just so we can be sure to dominate France in the next war. But we have poor iron until 36. which give more expensive infantry and cavalry, but funnily enough, even though we are doing large cast iron cannons, they don't get any more expensive, so... Oh, and France are building up their military force as well. So that's really a reason to build that up. I think in Europa Universalis 3 it was much easier to build up your army to the force limit, especially the way that the economy was made in that game. It made it much easier, I think, to get to your force limit. And I actually think it's nice that this game makes it a bit more of a challenge to balance your budget. I think it's a big improvement. And we're still pulling all the money out of the North Sea. But since there's so much money in here right now, I think probably at some point other people will start competing. And we converted some more people. Let's send a missionary to Gascon, Gastogne, whatever, however you would pronounce that. I built some more of these nice armories. As you can see, we are quite ahead in military technology, so we might as well try to build as many buildings that use military power as possible until we can get to the next idea group, which will probably be a military idea. We aren't ahead in, or we are actually also ahead in military technology. But I think I would rather use an idea group on a military idea and then use the administrative points to expand. You are going to use that to core, so we can go to, if we choose a military technology as or idea group as the next one, we can use the administrative points to expand both over here against the natives and also down here in France and in Burgundy. So I'd much rather use the administrative points to expand than to use them on ideas and then lose military points for nothing, because there aren't really that much you can use military points for except building buildings and stomping rebels. And we can afford the next level of military technology, but let's wait until either that ahead of idea timer is done or until we reach our military power limit. Don't want to spend more points that we could use on different things. But now we can actually get ahead of France in military technology, which is really nice. They even have a enormously good king, so don't know why they are behind on that. Maybe they're doing some ideas finally. You can check that out. A golden era for culture. With peace in our country, the great musicians, artists and poets are rejoicing in the capabilities of entertaining their betters. The era of cultural enlightenment is definitely improving the mood of Great Britain. So we gain some prestige, which is great. But anyway, we were looking at the French ideas. They have 4 economic ideas, 4 exploration ideas and 4 defensive ideas. And from their French ideas they get 10% more manpower, 2 extra diplomatic relations. They get that from the start of the game, and that's really needed as France because you have all those vassals. Then they get the French language in all courts, which give extra income from vassals in excess of what you get from being a feudal monarchy. You also get extra income. They aren't really using that now since they've kind of taken over all their vassals. Then they have the Elan, which was, I think I spoke about that in the last war. I was wondering how they had that much moral. So that's apparently from their French traditions, extra moral and extra moral recovery speed. A really nice national idea. Then they have the national tax modifier, and they have reduced native attacks. That last one can be really nice when you're colonizing especially in Africa, where there are a lot of natives, and it looks like that's actually what they are doing. Maybe we should secure ourselves some maybe we should secure ourselves some colonies down here before it gets too late, just so we can get a seaway to I think I'm actually gonna do that with this next colonist. I'm gonna make a colony down here, just so we can secure the seaway to the east later on. And then I'm gonna sail down. Just gonna detach one of these and then sail him over here. And because we we probably discovered Congo somewhere. Let's put some more of these armories. Build them over here in our nice colonies. And because we have this nice bridge, we can actually sail our ships into the Americas without any attrition, which is really nice. And we gained the colonialism casus belli against France because they had colonies close to ours. So now we have a permanent casus belli as long as those colonies are beside each other. So that's also nice. I like to attack France. It's one of my great things in life, I think. And once Mimak becomes a province, I'm gonna wait on settling Arcadia here until I get a free colonist. I don't wanna keep on having 4 colonies. I should, however, remember to core it right away. And we can get some extra diplomatic relations. So now we have 8. And we got the next English idea. Extra discipline, the reform of commission by the Grand Old Duke of York, appointed head of the army in 1795, instituted a far-reaching, so we are quite ahead on that, but he instituted a far-reaching set of reforms of the British army. He improved the lot of the common soldiers and, more importantly, laid down strict conditions on the buying of promotions. Officers from now on would have to serve a minimum amount of time at the previous rank before they could buy the next one. This led to officers who actually had a rough idea about what they were doing, which is nice. So we really got ahead up in wars now with this 20% extra discipline. That's 10% extra damage in combat, so that's really, really nice. We'll definitely be using that in the next war against France. And let's get this guy back up with the rest of the fleet. And we should also build one more cannon here. I think we need that. Then we have 4 cannons, which can either be used for a +2 in one province, or it can be used to split this army up 4 times and get the +1 in 4 different provinces. And how are we actually doing? Oh, a call to arm from Austria. we have a lot of extra force limit now, so we might actually consider building some extra ships now. And we gotta call our faithful ally Austria is requesting that you come to aid against their conflict against Prussia and the Hansa. So where is the Hansa? The Hansa is here, and Prussia is up here. So yeah, let's help out Austria. We can get some extra prestige out of that. So what we are at war with is these. Let's go pick on Lübeck. Let's take this army so we can get that last cannon into this one. Go check out our new technology. I don't want to get this. I'll have to wait a lot of time for the moral to get up, so let's just wait with that. And who are actually in this? We are the leader against Prussia and Hansa, and we are allied with Austria, Brandenburg, Bremen, Brunswick, Liege, Livonia, Norda, and Lorraine. And it's looking to be quite one-sided. And it's even Prussia who is the aggressor, so that was a bad idea. A bad idea if there ever were one. Even with the Hansa on your side. The Hansa is one of those trading republics, and in Europa Universalis 4 they were usually quite powerful. Although I don't think they have the same advantages in this game in not having an end node. Venice is really powerful because they have an end trade node, so they have a quite easier time of gathering some trade up here. They really can't. They will only have to compete for collecting it, never for actually people getting it out of the trade node. So that's quite nice. But let's. Oh, Hamburg is already here. So let's go beat up Prussia over here. Let's just do a landing. We are far superior in army numbers. However, Prussia on technology, they have level 11, but I think we'll still beat them quite easily. They are running to Memo, which is all the way up here. You need to beware of supplies in this region, but we are in the summer, so we are probably alright. And let's go back and pick up the other army, just so we can get out this war as quickly as possible. Should probably have sailed it up to Memo, just to be sure to get there first. But I think we are actually almost as fast as him, even though he was getting that boost from fleeing. Let's buy some more of those. Oh, we should probably buy some training fields over here. Let's do that. Okay, they are rather expensive. And then an armory over here. Get that manpower up. Get that manpower way up. Trade success. Great success, I say. Let's send our fleet over here and try if we can conquer some provinces. We don't want any but we might get some money out of this war though. And one more conversion. Let's see if we can send some more. We're actually getting close to that religious unity. I don't think we need to put more power into this guy. I think probably no one has enough storage to pay more than 109. So we should probably actually try to steal this guy from Venice. And Utrecht, you can't get an alliance. We are getting a bit of attrition over here. We could buy fleet rights from Sweden just while we're here, so we don't have to worry about we'll have to pay. Oh, that's a lot of money though. Let's not do that. We can probably manage for the time it takes to siege through these provinces. Let's just split this in half and blockade both ports. And we are getting a +2 modifier over here because we have 4 artillery. And Prussia wants to make peace. No, we want your money. You can forget about just getting a white piece. You're gonna pay for getting me all the way over here. And I think I'm gonna use a bit of money for. I think I'm gonna buy a couple more fleets just so we can have some bigger stacks. And we'll also build some more carracks and maybe also a few caravels. Noble families request aid. The most powerful of the noble families in the state often had vast wealth, but that did not stop them, like the monarchs, from getting into financial troubles. They too could accumulate debts that escaped their ability to pay. They could at those times come to the monarch to request aid. The monarchs were often receptive, since they would usually be related by blood or marriage, so we could either give them 400 ducats or lose 50 administrative power. So I'll just pay the money. We are getting a lot of income, although it is a lot of money. It will be 2 or 3 loans. I'll actually rather lose the administrative points now that I think of it. But this video is getting a bit long, so I'll take a break and I'll see you in the next one.